Hey, Mr. President, how are you? Did you watch the thank you tour? Please, Dr. Bawumia says that you are the best. Have you heard it? Oh, we miss you. Dr. Bawumia said it. He said it. He said you are the best. But the thank you tour was brutal. Kennedy Japan says something. I've heard all the negative things that people are saying about it, but I don't think it's that bad. You see, they're a family. MPP is a family, like NDC is a family, every political party is a family. They have had an election. They have had problems. You remember the Kwesi Addo report? It came. The Kwesi Addo report said that John Mahama should not work with Standogbe anymore. John Mahama continued to work with Standogbe because he has trust in him. 2024, John Mahama won the election. Does it mean the Kwesi Addo report was wrong? No. Does it mean it was wrong for John Mahama to work with Standogbe? No. But that is how life is. Things change. Things happen. Things happen outside the prediction. That's why those who learn economics will tell you that there's an underlying matter in economics that says all things being equal. Sometimes they say other things being equal. So if Kennedy Japan is fighting with Abronye, it's okay. I can understand that the tempests were too high. And over Kennedy, you remember somebody told you that you should calm down. You know, Kennedy Japan, another really very good man. Very, very good man. You know, and now they started saying that Dr. Bawumia is blaming Akufo Addo for the... Dr. Bawumia said at the thank you tour that Akufo Addo's record, posterity, will be kind to Adodi. Posterity will be kind to Adodi. Because what Adodi has done, September is coming. We have bought sanitary pass, but we don't have money to pay school fees for people to go and learn. We don't have that money. But we have money to buy sanitary pass. No problem. September is coming. If they tell you that you have to pay school fees for secondary education, I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. But I'm hearing they will. You will remember Adodi. You may not remember him because you can pay for your secondary education. But there are many people who can't pay for their secondary education. And that's what Dr. Bawumia was talking about. The things Adodi has done. One district, one factory, they say they've cancelled it. They say they've cancelled it. They won't do it. One village, one that they say they've cancelled it. Well, they've replaced it with something. Mahama Cares or Batampa, It's fine. No problem. But at the end of the day, when you are finished, you remember Adodi. Many years ago, viewers, forgive me, my stories are many because of my associations. Many years ago, a military brigadier general, that's how he ended. At the time he was speaking to me, he was a major. Very, very good friend of my father's. My father had died. He said, Kwaku, I was driving, he was driving, I was sitting in his car and he was driving. You know, at that time, I just learned how to drive, so I was just monitoring how he's driving. We were going by the Elwak Stadium. And then I asked him that, Daddy, I used to call him Daddy because he was my father's friend. And we all like football. I said, were you at this Elwak Stadium when Hasselfolk did the thing? Because when I was growing up, there was a story that my father and his friends, the Hasselfolk miracle at Elwak, Mohamed Polo scored the second goal, 5-1 against them. They were always talking about it, the Has miracle at the Elwak Stadium. So I asked him that, were you at the Elwak Stadium when that happened? He said, oh, no, he wasn't. At that time, he was not that old. Then he said that as for this Elwak Stadium, we will thank Achampon for it. And I said, what does he mean? He says, Achampon who built the Elwak Stadium. I said, Achampon, because we all grew up laughing at Achampon. Because the things they told us, Achampon, he likes women, he does this, Achampon is foolish, Achampon, that's the staple they fed us on. That Achampon is useless. The former president Achampon, they say he's useless. That's what they told us. They say Achampon, when they go and tell him that the Ghana Bar Association is on strike, Achampon thinks it's bar where they are selling drinks. They said all those things. Now, Adams told me, I didn't mention his name. He told me that, Kweku, one day, I was in secondary school, I was in Presec, 6th form. He said, one day, we will thank Achampon in this country. It sounded to me like, what is Daddy talking about? Achampon. He said, one day, Ghana, we will thank Achampon. Then he told me that, you want to go to Legon? I said, oh, wallahi, I'll go to Legon. At those days, that was our ambition, you know. He said, go and look at the annexes in Legon. Achampon built all the annexes. Legon Hall Annex, Sabah Hall Annex. One day we'll thank Achampon. Today, Dr. Bafo Addo, one of the revered professors of political science, has written a book dedicated to the glory of Achampon. That's how life is. Today, we talk about Achampon, the president who never traveled. He bought a presidential jet, he never traveled. The president who revolutionized agriculture. Kutu Achampon. Today, he's eulogized. Because you see, when you're a president and you are doing things, sometimes people who don't get to do the things can spin things against you, and they say all sorts of things about you. When you see Achampon's press conference today, the quality of English he speaks, it is unthinkable that a person like that did not understand that the Bar Association is a Bar Association of Lawyers. But they said all this about him. Akufo Addo, Dr. Bawumia says that history will be kind to you. Now, let's talk about the situation. So Kennedy is unhappy that some people are talking anyhow. Allow him to vent. It's okay. He shouldn't vent too much, but allow him to vent. Allow him to express himself. In any case, within the same hour, Kennedy Agyapong and Abronya were shaking hands. Allow Abronya also to express himself. Yeah, that's... if you can start this video, they'll see it properly. This is Dr. Bawumia addressing the team, and then you will see Kennedy Agyapong. Yeah, there it is. Kennedy Agyapong talking to Abronya. This was in the same hour after they fought, and then they are talking. That is how it works. That's how it should work. That is what democracy is about. That is what peace is about. And that is what family feud is about. Siblings fight. We fight and then we recover. We fight and we recover. That's Kennedy Agyapong and Abronya making peace. So why is everybody making about this? Well, it's okay. We are all entitled to talk. But this is what happened. And I'm saying that allow people to vent. We've gone into an election. We've lost the election. We have come out of the election. Allow people to vent. When Kwesi Boche wrote his report, people were venting. Eventually, in the end, John Mahama won one of the biggest victories. That's Kennedy pleading with the vice president, former vice president, that he wants to take his seat. And the vice president saying that there will be a showdown. It's a united front. And they will have to generate a unity among themselves. Did I say a unity? They will have to generate unity among themselves so that they can be competitive in the next election. So let me come back to the touch screen and say goodbye to everyone. But Dr. Bawumia made the point. Dr. Bawumia made essential points at the conference. He talked about they understanding the reasons for the defeat. Kennedy Agyapong made a great point about the police station executives, bringing them together and making sure that this works. People are criticizing, is there a thank you tour? Is there this, is there this? Well, whatever you want to call it, there has to be some tour. There has to be a connection between Dr. Bawumia and the grassroots. Again, since the election was lost, there has to be a connection between Kennedy Agyapong and the grassroots. The two of them were in the finals of the primaries. Kennedy got 30%, Bawumia got 60%. The two of them were in the saddle. So it is important that the two of them are seen reconnecting with the base. There will be a contest later on, for sure. There will be a contest. Nothing will change that. Akufo Addo will be in his house smiling, and people are saying all sorts of things about him. Hey, Akufo Addo is not about me anymore. Hey, Akufo Addo is this. Hey, Akufo Addo is that. I have told these people I'm going to visit him this week. I'll be visiting the president. I'll report it to you. Everything that happens, I'll tell you. When I meet him, we're going to have a long conversation, and I'm looking forward to that. Mr. President, I'll be coming to see you as I've promised. We're going to look forward to that. Let's look at this montage. MPP will fight, but they will unite. NDC will fight, but they will unite. At the end of the day, Ghana will benefit from a political party that is properly streamlined for the future. Take the montage.